Once upon a time, in the mystical realm of Eldoria, there was an enchanted forest where the trees whispered secrets, rivers sang lullabies, and the moon cast a silver glow that danced upon the leaves. Hidden deep within this forest was the village of Lumina, a haven for creatures of magic. Elves, fairies, and talking animals all lived in harmony. In Lumina lived a young elf named Azora, renowned for her courage and curiosity. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an amber hue across the forest, a chilling wind swept through Lumina. With it came whispers of fear. Children had started to disappear without a trace. The villagers spoke of an ancient curse, one that had not been awakened for centuries. Villagers were worried and sorrowful. Life became mere existence. Unable to bear this situation any longer, Azora decided to uncover the truth behind these mysterious vanishings and set out on a quest to rescue the missing children. Her loyal friend, a talking fox named Fenwick, accompanied Azora into the heart of the enchanted forest. They followed a trail of shimmering dust that seemed to beckon them deeper into the woods. The air grew thick with magic, and the trees loomed taller, their branches twisting into eerie shapes. As night fell, they stumbled upon an old, forgotten path, shrouded in mist and shadow. Azora, with her keen sense of observation, noticed the shimmering dust trail was not random. It was a breadcrumb trail and few belongings.
Look, Fenwick, these things! It must be the children!
Looks like that.
Using the enchanted dust from Lumina's sacred grove, they followed the trail which led them through treacherous swamps and over enchanted bridges, each step filled with the echoes. Along the way, they encountered magical creatures like the wise owl Eldoria, who offered cryptic hints, and the fierce griffin Talon, who guarded a crucial bridge leading to Whispering Willows. Whispering Willows, hub of ancient trees whose branches swayed and whispered doubts into the minds of those who passed.
Turn back.
Their voices were hypnotic. Azora battled in her mind and summoned her inner strength and focused on her goal. Remembered the cries, and with all her courage, she successfully crossed the willows to reach the next hindrance, the River of Illusions. Fenwick accompanied along. River of Illusions, a shimmering waterway that reflected not the world around it, but the deepest fears and desires of those who gazed into its depths. Azora saw a vision of her loved ones trapped and suffering, while Fenwick saw himself powerless and alone. But soon realizing illusions were mere reflections, and now the sole motto is freeing the children, navigated the river by focusing on the reality. Deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon the labyrinth of shadows, a maze of ever-shifting paths and deceptive turns. The labyrinth tested their resourcefulness, but Fenwick, with his keen sense of direction and ability, saw through illusions, and Azora followed him through the maze. They marked their path with enchanted stones that glowed with a soft, ethereal light, ensuring they wouldn't be led astray.
There! The castle! Castle of Shadows!
Perhaps we will find the children there.
The Castle of Shadows was said to be the lair of the sorceress Seraphina, a powerful enchantress who had been banished long ago from the village of Lumina for her misdeeds. Legends spoke of her dark magic and insatiable hunger for youth and beauty. Azora and Fenwick, determined to rescue the lost children, cautiously entered the castle. The halls were lined with ancient tapestries and glowing crystals that pulsed with an otherworldly light. In the heart of the castle, they discovered an enchanted garden filled with flowers that glowed in the dark and trees that bore fruit of every color imaginable. At the center of the garden stood a magnificent fountain, its waters sparkling with enchantment. But the beauty was deceptive, for within this garden Seraphina kept the captured children, their spirits bound to the magical flora, slowly draining their life force. While gazing at the garden, suddenly it all became dark. Winds stopped blowing and it became suffocating. From the dark emerged Seraphina, her eyes glowing with malevolent intent. Her presence was overwhelming, her dark robes billowing as if alive, her voice a chilling whisper that echoed through the garden.
Who are you? How dare enter into my garden?
I am Azora from Lumina, and that's Fenwick, my friend. We are here to rescue the children who vanished due to curse. And we believe those children are here in your castle.
In my castle? Rubbish.
Vanished children should come along, then we will leave.
I know no children.
In your castle they are in.
Azora took out the enchanted dust from her pocket and spread it around. In no time, the voice of children crying and hooling for help was heard. Their voice got amplified as they moved near to the fountain. Seraphina understood that her lies are no more of any use.
You dare defy me, little elf. You shall pay for your insolence.
Seraphina casted a magic spell and captured Azora and Fenwick in a cage. Seraphina started laughing in pride, and her voice echoed in the garden. Azora, sensing the danger in hand, immediately pretended to haul and cry, begging Seraphina to release them.
Well, if you insist, I had been living here all by myself for ages. No guests, no fun. Let's have some fun. Well, little elf, I challenge you to a battle of wits. If you win, children, and you both get free, but if you lose, then you both serve me for lifetime in my holy castle.
Seraphina laughed thunderously. The battle of wits, a contest of riddles and magic. The stakes were high, but Azora and Fenwick remained calm. Seraphina posted her first riddle.
I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?
An echo?
Seraphina's eyes narrowed as she presented the next riddle.
I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I?
A joke.
Anger flashed in Seraphina's eyes as she delivered the final, most complex riddle.
I am not alive, but I grow. I do not have lungs, but I need air. I do not have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I?
Azora pondered deeply. Then with a spark of realization, she replied,
Fire.
Azora's correct answers and Seraphina tasting defeat fueled Seraphina's anger. Seraphina's voice trembled with rage.
You may have bested my riddles, but you will never defeat me.
But her rising anger waned her magical powers, banishing her malevolent spirit back into the depths of the orb that held her essence. Seraphina screamed as the radiant glow envelops her.
No, this cannot be. I will return.
The castle crumbled as Seraphina's magic unraveled. Children became free from the arrest of Seraphina. They hurried back to Lumina. In Lumina, on seeing them, the villagers rejoiced. The forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. The ancient curse was broken. Lumina thrived in the newfound peace. All were joyful. However, as Azora and Fenwick rested by the village's central bonfire, Azora noticed something peculiar, ominous glow in the distance.
Seems the journey is far from over.
Even more unexpected is yet to happen. Stay hooked. Continued in next part.